Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Panzer Corps, where we are now doing Operation Sea Lion. We've firmly established our hold on the southern edge of England, aside from Lyme Regis, which we've deemed tactically unimportant enough to just leave alone for the time being, while we rush our Blitzkrieg spearhead in the western part of southern England, over here to seize Oxford, and more importantly, the airfield just north of Oxford. We're lining up to begin our assault on London, and I think I have a plan that can just get us this giant artillery gun that's in the way. It involves a battleship, a tank with an artillery piece strapped to it, and an artillery gun. And a whole lot of gunfire. So we're going to start off with a bombardment. And then another bombardment. And then, since they're fully bombarded, you can tell this little blue over here on the right. Over here, you can see the little blue -3 on their information panel. It tells me how much is suppressed, and when it's the number of health they have minus whatever minus their health, that means they fight with the power of 0 min. We can pretty much just wipe them out, I hope. But then again, maybe not. More artillery, which will fall into the woods somewhere. Once again, our men fight slightly suppressed here, which is why it's so critical to break through right there, which we just did. Get these pioneers up there, burn the artillery. While at the same time, we'll begin to bypass London's defenses by setting up a bridge, over which we can just pour troops, heading towards places like Maldon, and more importantly, the airfield north of Maldon. And it'll also help us encircle London just a bit more. Every little bit counts. And those are British paratroopers. Interesting. We'll try and take this town, but no one will get killed in the attack. Swear to God, I'm gonna drive a tank up to your doorstep and fire it straight out the road. There we go. Finally take that British town of Reget. Valiantly fought for. As valiantly, I mean as annoyingly as possible. And we'll start trying to take out that British tank, which has so plagued us for a small while now. Also shoot out this dude, because why not? Place this unit, and move these chaps over here to cover our troops, and move this bomber back to... I want to start singing the song again, but nope. There's too many songs that have back in them. And I cannot sail a battleship up the Thames River, which is mildly disappointing. It's on my big list of things to do in this game. So who has more attack power right now? I'm gonna go ahead and guess that Wehrmacht does. I'm gonna shoot up a train. I feel kind of weird every time I say we're gonna shoot up a train. How would that work? How big would the needle have to be? How far can I get with this joke before I'm attacked by a bunch of civil rights activists? Who knows? Will a 36th Grenadier ever make it through combat in a truck? Probably not. That was an interesting sound. Haven't made that one before. Start moving these units over there, get them refueled. There's really nothing left for the Kriegsmarine to do. I mean, I guess we could go make sure no one misbehaves over here. Now, you all just stay there. And as long as they stay there, we have not much to fear. And I suppose that's about it. So we'll intercept that bomber later. Oh, well, actually we can do it right now. That was rather effective. See what I mean? Once we got rid of the radar, our Luftwaffe reigned supreme, because now the Brits don't know where we're coming from, and we can jump them with our energy superiority. Which is getting a little bit, maybe too much into the tactics, but at the same time, I like the tactics. Now that they've moved out of cover, we discovered that they're not driving Panzer tanks, but Pansy tanks. Equipped with the finest, newest scaredy cat technology. There's a mini nuclear explosion every time I destroy a unit. Kill an infantry unit, they explode. I mean, that's horrendously gory if you think about it. And, now I guess we'll bombard this town. That piece of village of Meldon. Not so peaceful anymore. Shoot this artillery. With more artillery. So remember, children, the best course of action for violence is bigger violence. If our violence is bigger than their violence, and they can't violence us anymore. And Dirk Kohelin from the 17th Gripsberger, that's a very good hero to have. I'll move this chap back as he's a little bit undersupplied, I guess would be the word here. It is the word. I am correct. And who shall we advance? These linkmen look to be the best in positioning and readitude. So go ahead and shoot that artillery gun. Good job. Anyone who takes anything out in London deserves an Iron Cross. There was a movie about an Iron Cross. Why is it? I don't know. There's a movie called Cross of Violence. Something about the psychological. I don't know. I never. The psychology. Ooh, that's a pretty metal. I'm distracted by its shininess. Oh, that's Parliament we're trying to take. Ooh, I think I've been to that building actually. Surprise, surprise! I've been there, so that would have been an interesting school trip. And here we have the place where the British troops, the British troops, fought valiantly, but altogether futilely against our advancing glorious armies. Is that all based in history? Yes, it is, little Timmy. There, I believe we must have strafed the Spitfires on the ground. Never seen Spitfires fall so easily. Watch our tanks get completely wiped out. I think the more pessimistic I get, the better we do. Boom. Ow. Bam. I'll make sure we take that city. That is definitely some enemies. It's definitely what I call a concentration of people. Do they come at it from this way around the Thames River, or is from this way and try to take the airfield? Decisions. Either way, we're pushing the RAF back on the ground, which has to be helpful in some way. We'll cut up from down here. Our troops will sort of assault. These gents will get reinforced. I'm not pushing them that hard. As will these gents, because there won't be any room for them, so they might as well reinforce. Unless we happened to take this airfield. Oh, Torsten Weber. Good job, Torsten. Never mind, we took the airfield. And Stefan Meyer. Meyer? Of the 2nd Wehrmacht. Good job to you too. Keep fighting. Jesus! How? I mean, I get these guys aren't the greatest troops ever, but at the same time, they're not that bad. I mean, they just took Regate from a pretty well entrenched enemy. They weren't faffing about the entire invasion. What the hell? How dug in are you? Oh, there's 7 dug in. There's 7. They're at least level 7, sir. I sure hope this airfield isn't defended. Alright, well, I mean, technically, it's not really that well defended. It's something, but it's not that much. And, since we take that airfield, that should be the last 3 airfields the Brits will have left. And they won't have that much of an air force left to show for it anyway, so... But there goes our decisive victory. We have but 5 turns left to seize all objectives. Can we take them? It's time for my epic Bob the Builder speech. Yes, we can. I have the weirdest mental image of Bob the Builder, so we're not Soldier now. Or no, Pioneer, that makes more sense. Can we build a team? Goddamn right we can. Just jumps out of an airplane. Bob the Wehrmacht soldier. Bob's little talked about past before he became a construction worker. And now I'm going to order my bridge to attack an AA gun. I'm going to shoot at Parliament with an artillery cannon. Reinforce these chaps. And all in all, tell the most convoluted tale history has ever seen. Well, not really convoluted, but the most strange version of history ever. You know, the version where all this stuff actually happened? Terrifying stuff. These gents will do marvelously for my advance into this place. So we just took Parliament. I don't know if the fat man got away or not. Oh, wow, I even feel disrespectful nowadays talking about Churchill like that. I'm trying really hard to stay in character too. Ugh. That's gonna be my one slip out of character for now. Really hope we caught the fat man. But with all the fighting, I suspect he slipped away. Say anything you want about the Brits, the one thing is for sure, the clever bastards. Anyway, our Stuka shall take care of this problem soon. Said with a thick Italian accent. I have become strangely Italian. I want to eat as a meatball. And such and such. There's some planes down there. I could easily shoot those planes instead of these planes. For the glory of the fatherland. You're the 46th. Hey, what happened to the 5th? Are they still alive? Oh yeah, they're up here. 29th, 19th. 46th, 5th. That's where they are. 5th is the guy that has my super cool ace. Klaus Becker. I'm gonna keep talking awesome things about him until he dies. That way I can speed his death up. I set my timer right. Yes, I did. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff up. Ah, jeez! I even saw it coming. I even saw it coming. Once again, my timer has never failed to scare the ever-living hell out of me. So, once again, thanks for watching. Next time, we'll probably be finishing up at least this area. These two objectives, and maybe London. And with the next two parts, I predict we'll be done with Operation Sea Lion. Thanks as always, I'm Tomato, thanks for watching, goodbye and have a nice day.